And then you got Caleb Wilson. And I actually think Caleb Wilson may be the most special of the group.
He reminds me of a guy with that nonstop motor, and with him, playing hard has never been a question. That is exactly why I think he will be the best player in this draft. Watching Wilson play is explosive. I am completely 100% all in on this kid. Fully all in. He is the first real Bull star since Derrick Rose. This kid just has it. Chicago will probably build their entire franchise around him. If I asked you who scored more as a North Carolina freshman, the Chicago Bulls' newest prize rookie Caleb Wilson or Michael Jordan, you would probably guess the greatest of all time, right? Well, you would be wrong. This kid is no ordinary rookie. Right now, NBA players, legends, and the entire media are reacting to the absolute insanity of his summer league stats. Caleb is shattering all-time rookie records while navigating a brewing controversy that is starting to follow him. Let us start with one of the greatest defenders in history, Draymond Green. The four-time All-Star just showered Caleb Wilson with massive praise, claiming he is the undisputed best prospect in this class. Listen to this. He says we have Caleb Wilson, and he actually thinks Caleb might be the most special of the bunch. Caleb is just so good, even though he is still kind of clumsy. He still looks clumsy, like he can barely walk and chew gum at the same time, yet he is already this dominant. So, if this kid is still clumsy and already playing at this high of a level, man, what happens when he grows into his massive frame and finds his footing? Caleb Wilson could easily end up as the best player here. Draymond almost never hypes up a rookie like this. He was stunned by what he saw in Summer League when Caleb shattered a historic record by dropping 35 points in his debut. Draymond noted on his podcast that the things Wilson does are usually reserved for tenured veterans. Watch how easily he navigates the pick and roll here. He just pulls up right in the defender's face like it is absolutely nothing. Honestly, his play style screams Kevin Durant, especially considering the kid is also a fluid 6 feet 10 inches. But former All-Star John Wall, who has tracked Wilson closely all summer, ended up tossing out a completely different player comparison. He thinks Caleb Wilson's overall game is much more reminiscent of Kevin Garnett. Do you agree with that? Or are you on my side thinking he looks way closer to Durant? Check out this possession. He handles the ball smoothly, gets directly to his spot, and just elevates for the jumper. It is completely effortless. The defender is right up in his face, but Caleb doesn't even blink. He just drains an easy, unbothered three-pointer. When I first watched him play this year, I figured his floor was Jermaine O'Neal, and his absolute ceiling was Kevin Garnett. But now when I watch him, his absolute floor looks more like Kevin Garnett, and his ceiling feels more like Giannis Antetokounmpo. That is a massive statement coming from former NBA player and analyst Jay Williams. Let that sink in for a second. They are setting his absolute baseline at Kevin Garnett. Honestly, so far, those analysts are dead on. He is already putting up those precise kinds of numbers on the floor. Up next, we have more reactions, including Michael Jordan's thoughts and some wild facts you probably did not know about Wilson. The hype is real. I mean, the kid is clearly gifted. With his size and versatility, he is already an excellent passer. He can score at will. His mid-range game is legit. He guards multiple positions, and he constantly alters shots around the rim. That was his head coach at North Carolina, and you can easily hear how much he respects Caleb Wilson's game. Look at this insane stat. When Michael Jordan was a freshman for the Tar Heels back in the 1981-82 season, he averaged 13.5 points and 4.4 rebounds. Fast forward to the 2025-26 season, and Wilson completely shattered those numbers, dropping 19.8 points and grabbing 9.4 boards. He literally outproduced a young Michael Jordan. That is exactly when former league champion and current analyst Matt Barnes decided to share his thoughts on the young prodigy. Caleb Wilson is out here getting 20 and 11. I think he has grown to about 6'10 now. He is long, mobile, and has an effortless ability to get to his spots on the floor. I mean, the kid is explosive. He's explosive off the floor. Sure, he looks pencil thin right now, but he's deceptively strong and has a lethal turnaround jumper. He can rise up and do whatever he wants on the court. He plays hard on both ends, and honestly, he's a great playmaker, a totally underrated passer. He absolutely dominated the college game, making it a foregone conclusion he'd be a top lottery pick. But even his biggest believers didn't expect him to dominate like this right out of the gate in Summer League. He is completely taking over games. His latest masterpiece came in a hyped Summer League matchup against the Los Angeles Lakers and their own high-flying rookie Cameron Carr. Even though the Lakers cruised to a 105-82 win, Wilson was a massive bright spot for Chicago. Operating as the main offensive weapon, Wilson led everyone with 21 points on an efficient 7 of 15 shooting while grabbing 8 rebounds. That is when former NBA veteran Quentin Richardson stepped up to give the rookie his flowers. Q-Rich went out of his way to crown Wilson as his absolute favorite prospect in this entire 2026 draft class. And honestly, when you study the tape and the advanced numbers, can you blame him? Not at all. Next up is another league legend and three-time Sixth Man of the Year, Lou Williams. He came straight out and declared Caleb Wilson as his guy, calling him his absolute favorite player in this class. Listen to this. Lou said he is a Caleb Wilson guy because the young fella is from around the way. He wanted to see him go number one, praising how the rookie carries himself and what he accomplished during his freshman season. Even with that late-season injury, he stayed incredibly positive. He's just a high-character kid you can really respect. Lou just loves how the kid carries himself, making him a massive fan, though he likes AJ too. He is high on Peterson as well, believing both of those guys will be franchise changers wherever they land. But at the end of the day, Lou openly admits he is biased. He is all in on Caleb Wilson. It's not just the old guard talking either. Now active NBA superstars are reacting to Caleb's game. First up is Anthony Edwards, who is easily a top 3 guard in the league right now. Ant admitted he didn't know much about the rookie initially, but the limited tape he watched thoroughly impressed him. What do you like about Caleb Wilson? You just mentioned his name. Man, he's 6'8" or 6'9". Still super young, still figuring it out, but the raw talent's obvious. He's working with the same trainer I had in 9th grade. Then the reporter asked Wilson to pitch why he should go number 1. Do you really believe you should be the top pick? Wilson's response was simple. I definitely do. I played against everyone else, won, and played better. Next up, we have a reaction from Stephen Curry. Sources close to the Warriors superstar reveal Steph believes Caleb Wilson is the most underrated rookie in this class, and in any other draft, he would have easily gone number 1 overall. Curry is reportedly blown away by his relentless motor on defense and smooth shot mechanics for his size. But as massive as that praise is, the absolute heaviest cosign comes from the greatest Chicago Bull ever, Michael Jordan. Jordan is notoriously private and rarely comments on rookies, even those taking his exact path from North Carolina to Chicago. Still, the comparisons between the two are already spinning out of control, especially after Wilson boldly declared in early interviews that his ultimate goal is to surpass Mike. Now, sources close to MJ reveal his airness is actively monitoring the rookie's performance. He genuinely expects the kid to finally lead the Bulls back to legitimate championship contention in the coming years. Getting that kind of backing from the greatest of all time has to be the ultimate motivation. Last summer, before Caleb started his freshman year, I didn't know much about him. I knew he was good, knew he was talented, knew he was athletic. But once he hit the court, I told HD he looked like a young Kevin Garnett or a young Chris Webber, dunking on people, playing the short roll, hitting mid-range jumpers. The real deal, a true Tar Heel. It is clear Chicago has something incredibly special in Caleb Wilson. From outscoring MJ's freshman year stats at Chapel Hill to putting everyone on notice in Vegas, the kid looks ready for the bright lights of the United Center. Did the rest of the league make a massive mistake by letting this kid slide all the way to number 4? Can he actually back up that massive praise from Steph Curry and drag the Bulls back into the playoffs? Drop your predictions in the comments. I read every single one. If you like this breakdown, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on those notifications so you never miss an upload. Seriously, thanks for watching NBA Arcade, and we'll catch you in the next one.